Why do I feel like I look like Velma from Scooby-Doo in this shirt? Maybe because it goes up really high? I don't know. That's neither here nor there. Hello, my name is Christian Thayer, and in today's video, we are going to be going over Canva.com. For those of you that aren't aware, Canva is basically just a free editing software that has tons of pre-built templates for you guys to use for social media and well, I guess just social media for this aspect. So in today's video, I'm just going to be giving you a very hopefully quick, I say that every video, I'm aware, I'm sorry, tutorial on just the basics on how to create anything on Canva. But more specifically, I'm going to be demoing and creating a mock open house Instagram story. So without further ado, let's get started. So for those of you that are brand new to Canva, this is what the homepage looks like when you sign in. You're gonna have to make an account. For the most part, you should be able to just sign in with Facebook. That's pretty easy. So this is what the homepage looks like on Canva. And as you can see down here, it gives you the basic create a design, and it gives you a bunch of different options. So if you want to create other things for different platforms, such as like Facebook specifically, or they have like Facebook cover photos on here, I know for a fact. This is a good place to find free templates that are designed well. So we can figure out how to navigate to Instagram story one of two ways. One, we can type it up here. As you can see, Instagram story is a recent one. Or I'm not sure if everyone's carousel will be the same, but for mine, I have Instagram story right here. I would recommend typing in Instagram story, because then when you do that, it's going to over here give you the option to choose a blank slate, or it's going to give you just a bunch of templates that you might just want to look at. So this is a more visual representation of the templates. So as you can see, there are bunches of them, and as you can also see, there are moving parts to them. If you have videos of maybe an open house, or you have a nice shot, you can throw videos in here. Canva is definitely stepping up their game, and considering it's free, it feels like you're stealing because it's just that good. So as you can see, you can scroll. There's a lot of them. The one that I found is this one. I don't know what the exact name of it is, but the reason why I like this one specifically for an open house is because what we'll end up doing is we'll be able to put the photo of the house, ideally here, and then up here where it says ask away, we can just double click on that and highlight everything, and then we can just simply type open house. Okay, now see what it did right there, right? It didn't expand, it dropped it to another line. So what we'll do right there is we have these little bars on the sides where you can expand the text box until everything is on the right line. And then what you can do is you can grab it, hopefully, there we go, and these little purple / pinkish lines, those are the guides. You're gonna wanna listen to those. They're also sticky, so you don't necessarily have to just guess. Once you get it on there, it'll kind of lock on lightly to let you know that you are in the middle. So we do that. And then down here, same concept, you select everything, and then you can just type in the address of the house. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to click on the image, right? So we can have that selected. And then you can do one of two things. Actually, no, one thing. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to upload the photo of the house to Canva. And so what you do is over here on the left hand side you have this bar of options, and the second one from the top is called upload. Obviously your photos will not automatically be here, you will have to place them there. So up at the top is going to be upload an image or video. You click that. Okay, so this is the photo that I found. I had to send it to my computer from my phone. This is the house photo that I want. I took this a couple days ago. It's of no particular house. So now that it's uploaded, all you have to do, it's nothing crazy. You literally just drag and drop. Oh my gosh, wow, that really backfired, didn't it? Hold on, maybe it's not that easy. Okay, here we go. So, what I did the first time was when I dragged the video or the photo over, the old photo was not selected. There was nothing selected, so it didn't know that I wanted to replace it. Whereas what I just did was I made sure that I had the photo selected. As you can see, there's like a light blue bounding box, and then you drag the photo over and it will replace the existing background. So this doesn't look that bad. You know, it's not, you know, it's pretty good. Obviously this photo is a little dark because it's not for an open house or a listing. This is just a photo that I threw up on my Instagram story a couple of days ago, so it wasn't designed to be bright and airy. This looks like it's giving you like a placeholder for maybe throwing a question sticker when you eventually upload it to Instagram, but we don't need that. So all you do is you click it, you press delete, and it is gone. And then you can also want to make sure that you delete the words as well. So as you can see, hopefully it's coming across on the screen, but it's sort of hard to see the address, which obviously, just a disclaimer, this house is not this address. I just made this one up. Hopefully you noticed. So what you would do is you maybe want to drag the address down, but let's notice how when I drag that down, the words open house came with it, right? That's because these text boxes are grouped. So up here, top right corner, you're going to want to click ungroup. So now these two birds are separate of each other, and you can move this bad boy back up to the top. Make sure you get that purple line so it looks good. Let's say you want to get super picky with it and you think that this text is too high. What you're going to want to do is up here in the spacing button, it's 3 lines with arrows going up and down. You can adjust either the space in between the letters, so that's something you can tweak, and also this thing called the line height, which is what I wanted. I want to squish that just a bit closer, makes it look a little bit more cohesive. This is your basic Canva editing, turning it into a Instagram story on Canva. Okay, so the design is pretty good, right? For it. Obviously you can add other things, that's totally fine too. You can, I guess if it's an open house, you probably want to say what day and time. It's probably not a bad thing. So let's say that you want to do that, right? Because the template that you chose didn't give you an extra text box, and so you're wondering, how do you add a text box? Well, over here on the left hand side in the middle, there's a thing called text, big T. Shouldn't be super hard. And what you're probably going to want to choose, add a subheading, because if you add the heading, it's going to be this type of big. So let's do a subheading, and it'll look like that. If you want to move it around, you're going to have to slowly adjust your cursor on the edge to get this 4-corner arrow looking dude, and you should be able to move him around. What I'm going to do is move him down here, and I'm going to say Sunday. I don't know what the actual date of Sunday is. I'm going to say the 30th, might be the 29th, but I don't know. That doesn't look great, right? That's fair, it doesn't. So what if we want to change the font? Well, pretty simple. All you have to do is select the box in which the text you want to change, go up here, and play around until you find one that you like. If you want to use the fonts that are already given in the template, those should be at the very top. You see there's a very faint gray line here. The texts that are, the fonts that are above that line are the fonts that are currently being used in the template. So it has open sans on there because that's what the new text box was, but Bodani FLF was what everything else is. So it kind of matches. And then if you want to make it kind of stand out a little bit, you can bold it, give it some hierarchy, and that, you can play around with it. Obviously, there are no rules. Now, we're done with throwing text on there. Our photos are in. What you can do, this is very new to me on Canva, is you can animate the text and objects on your page. So what you can do is you can click up in the top left corner, animate, and it'll start off on none, but you can kind of go through, and if you click block, that's what will happen at the beginning of the story. If you click fade, same concept. So you can just kind of go through. I wouldn't get too crazy with this. Honestly, pan's not a bad one. Rise isn't a bad one. You can see these little gold crowns here. That means that that's premium and you're gonna have to pay for that. So that's on you to make that decision. I like rise and pan, maybe some fade action in there. But this will just make it look nicer, more professional. And that is basically all you need to know. Obviously there's way more, but this video is long enough as it is. But stay tuned for next week, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take this Instagram story and turn it into an Instagram story ad. So that's why making these look nice will benefit you in the future. So stay tuned for next week. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you're still watching, because this was a long one, my apologies.